Well, Coach Moglia, before he left, laid out the expectations that we've been able to the last few years since he's been here put on a team that expects to win every week, and so that's been the same mindset that we've taken with the approach ever since that he's taken the leave here to our mission is to put a team on the field that Coach can be proud of and give 100% effort all the time. That's what we've been trying to do. We do know as coaches we realize that this is a huge jump for us as far as the level with the depth and the different things and the teams that we'll be playing. But there's been a really nice excitement about our guys, and they're excited about maybe the challenges, playing teams that never played before. And so I expect you to see a team that will compete each and every week. Whether we're good enough to win consistently right now, I think remains to be seen, but we've been working hard towards that goal.
And, Coach, you mentioned the team you never played before. One of them is your opening opponent, UMass. So can you give us a little bit of a scouting report on what you've seen from the Minutemen and how you've prepared for them?
Well, what's been unique about them, obviously they played a game Saturday night, so you try to watch a little bit of that. You don't get that video, but you try to watch a little bit of it on the feed. You couldn't see much of it. But their coach has been there. I think this is going on his fourth year and has had a lot of success there previously and trying to build it back up. And he's got really a lot of good players. And they finished last year with I think a 2-10 record, but they had 6 games that had a chance they could win at the end of the year or at the end of the game and didn't figure it out. So they've got the talent in place to be a pretty good team. They've got a lot of JUCO transfers and transfers, so they've got some talent on both sides of the ball. And we know for us, the thing that we have to, try to be prepared for, they got a new defensive coordinator that does a lot of different looks. They like to blitz a lot. And then offensively, they got a quarterback and a tight end that are really, really good players. And so I expect us to be in a battle for sure. I hope when they come down here, I hope it's about 100 degrees, to be honest with you. That'll help give us a chance.
Coach, you mentioned in your opener about Coach Moglia stepping away. What's been the process like as a former head coach and now stepping into this new role with Coastal Carolina?
Well, I think the challenge more so, and you've been a head coach, so you have an idea of sort of how to do things, whether it's right or not, it remains to be seen, but you have an idea of that. The biggest challenge is you were not the voice that they're used to hearing. And offensively, me being new, those guys have gotten used to me. But then now all of a sudden the whole team, special teams and defense, has to hear a different voice. And I think just making sure the challenge for me was making sure those guys don't see as the offensive coordinators, they see as the head coach, but also trying to make sure that we continue the philosophy and the way we want to do things under Coach Moglia. And so that's been the biggest challenge for me. Is I coming here, I was like, all right, I'm giving up thinking about all those other things. I'm just going to focus on offense, and I had to flip it real quick. And so I wasn't thinking about fall camp from a head coach perspective. I wasn't thinking about motivation from a head coach perspective and all those things that a head coach has to do as far as managing a program, managing a team. I wasn't thinking about. And so you had to really turn that switch back on real quick without preparation, being ready for this. So that's been a big challenge for me. But the kids here have been pretty resilient with the situation, and I think handled it pretty good. And I know they're anxious. Coach Moglia's been around, so they get a chance to see him and see that he's doing really well. And so that they're thankful for that and know that they're going to play hard for him and the program that he's built here.
Well, Coach, thank you very much. Again, welcome to the Sun Belt, and best of luck in your first game.
Guys, I appreciate that very much. God bless you.